Welcome to my channel, Maria Smith, Catholic Life Coach. I'm continuing the series on marriage, and in this video, I'm going to talk about marriages in which one spouse has been abandoned by the other. There's a book called The Gift of Self by Maria Pia Campanella with the subtitle, A Spiritual Companion for Separated and Divorced, Faithful to the Sacrament of Marriage. I'll put a link to it below in the description box. So what happens when one spouse is abandoned, deserted, unwillingly divorced by the other? That spouse still has the obligation to remain faithful until, if and when, there is a decree of nullity, also known as an annulment. That spouse is required to be faithful, to pray for, to make sacrifices for the conversion, the repentance of the unfaithful spouse. It is a very difficult situation that requires, again, supernatural, heroic virtue. But in doing so, the flow of graces is amazing. When you do what you're supposed to do in the most difficult situations, in the most excruciating circumstances, God's generosity cannot be outdone, and He will pour the graces on you. Jesus said, "Love your enemies, do good to those who hurt you, bless those who curse you." If He's saying this about our enemies, how much more so for our spouses to whom we have actually promised with solemn vows to love until death. So even when a spouse has been abandoned, the other spouse is required to be faithful. And in doing so, God will give that spouse, the faithful spouse, an abundance of joy and inner peace and love. Because in our modern times, it's really seen that love is only the romantic kind, or that's the highest kind of love. And that really isn't. The highest kind of love is agape love, a self-sacrificing love, a love in which we really and truly will the good of the other. And so even in a broken marriage, in a dysfunctional marriage, if even just one of the spouses practices this heroic virtue, so many graces will flow down. It is truly something to work for. It is truly something to strive for. There is always hope. Because remember, God works most when times are the worst. Be blessed. God bless you. See you next time. Bye-bye.